Hello everyone. In this video I am going to solve May-June 2016 paper P2 of O levels maths. In my first lesson regarding this video I have uploaded up to question number 4 part C. Now in this video I am going to solve from question number 4 part D. The question is, we have been given these two trapezium A, B, C, D and PQRS, and trapezium PQRS mean this one is similar to trapezium A, B, C, D. AB is parallel to DC, mean these two sides are parallel, and we have this angle ABC, mean this one is angle 90, whereas DC is twice of AB and BC is half of AB, whereas PQ, this one PQ is 3/4 times DC. Given that BC is x, okay, this one is x, so find an expression in terms of x for the area of PQRS. We need to find the area of this trapezium. Now first of all, find area of trapezium ABCD. So area of trapezium ABCD, and as you know the area of trapezium is h/2 into sum of parallel sides, and we have been given parallel sides here. Now the h here in this case for this trapezium, h is BC and BC is x. It will be x/2. Sum of parallel sides, AB and DC are parallel sides, so AB plus DC will be used, whereas as you know that DC is twice AB. It will be x/2 AB plus DC, which is equal to 2 times AB. So from here it will become x/2 into 3AB. Now one more thing, using this one you can say that AB is 2 into BC. When you will move this 2 on the left side, it will be multiplied with BC, so AB will become twice of BC. So I can write here x/2 3, and in place of AB I am going to write 2 into BC. Okay, now I can cancel this 2 and this 2, and one more thing, in place of BC I am going to use x, so that will be x into 3, and in place of BC use x, so your answer will be 3x square. That is area of trapezium ABCD. Now because these two trapeziums are similar, that means ratio of area of trapezium PQRS to area of ABCD, that must be equal to ratio of square of the corresponding sides, which mean if you will take the corresponding sides PQ, then its corresponding side is AB, and you need to take the square of this ratio, because ratio of area is ratio of length square, or square of the ratio of the lengths, corresponding lengths or corresponding sides, which are PQ and AB in this case. Okay, the area of PQRS, whereas area of ABCD is 3x square, okay, that is equal to PQ over AB. Now what is the value of PQ? Over here PQ is 3/4 DC, okay, and don't you think DC is 2 times AB? Over here DC is 2 times AB, DC is 2 times AB. So what I can do here, in place of PQ I can write 3/4 3 by 4 DC, and in place of DC I am gonna write 2AB into 2AB divided by AB square. Now you can cancel this AB with this AB, whereas this 2 and this 4 can be cancelled, and upon cancellation you will be left with 3 by 2 square. 2 1 time 2, 2 time 4, and that is area of PQRS, the trapezium, over 3x square is equal to 3 over 2 square. Now you can take square of 3, which is 9, square of 2 is 4, whereas this 3x square, when you will move it on the right side, it will be multiplied with 9 over 4. So area of trapezium PQRS is 9 into 3, 27 over 4 x square. Now that is an expression for the area in terms of x for PQRS. This is question number 5, and that is regarding factorization. So factorize fully 8x square y minus 12x power 5. Factorize means you need to take out the numbers or the variables which are common in both these terms. So regarding 8 and 12, their common factor is 4, as 8 is 4 into 2, whereas 12 is 4 into 3. So 4 is a common factor for both 8 and 12. Take out 4. Okay. What about x? Here you have got x square, here you have got x power 5. So the lower power will be taken out. Now y is not present over here, it is present here but not over here, so y will not be taken out as a common. So you will be left with 2 for 2 times 8. Here you can see 4 is taken out and 2 is left inside the bracket, and y minus, out of the factors of 12, 4 is taken out and 3 is now left over with x power. No, x power will be 3, as out of this 5, 2 is taken out, so we have 3x cube. So this is the possible factorization for this part. Solve 4x minus 2 bracket x plus 5 is equal to 3. Solve means you need to find the value of the variable, that is x in this case. First of all, open the brackets. 4x minus 2 into x is 2x, 2 into 5 is 10 is equal to 3. Got it? Now shift. Okay, 4x minus 2x is 2x, that will be equal to 3 plus 10. So 2x will be equal to 13 and x will be equal to 13 by 2, which is 6.5. Got the solution. And the last one is regarding inequality. 7 minus 5y less than 20, and we need to solve. We need to find the value of y, the variable involved over here. Shift 7 on the other side. Minus 5y is less than 20 minus 7. So that will become minus 5y is less than 13. We need to change the sign of this inequality. When you will shift a negative number on the other side, but that should divide, or that number should multiply the other one. Not in this case. I am shifting plus 7 on the other side, it will become minus 7 without any impact on the sign of inequality. This will remain same. Now it will change when I will shift minus 5 on the other side, because minus 5 when moving on the other side, now that is dividing 13. So when a negative number upon shifting on the other side divides a number or multiplies with a number, then you will change the sign of inequality. Now that is y is greater than minus 13 by 5. This is the solution for this part. Part number D for question number 5 is a rectangle which has a length 2x, perimeter 18, area 10. We need to show this. Now basically we have been given the length which is 2x, then this must be 2x. We don't know this width, let's suggest it as w. Now as you know that area is length into width. The length is 2x and width is w, and as you know that area is given, that is 10. So from here you can find the value for the width, that is 10 over 2x. So that is 5 over x when 2 and 10 will be cancelled. So got the expression of width in terms of x. Okay. Now as they have told you that perimeter, which is addition of the boundary or the length of all the sides, that is 18. And perimeter mean you need to add this length 2x plus this bottom length, which is 2x, plus width, which is 5 over x, and the other side of the width, that is 5 over x, and that is equal to 18. Now 2x plus 2x is 4x plus 5 over x plus 5 over x. So that takes an LCM over here. X will be the LCM. 5 plus 5 will become 10 is equal to 18. On further taking the LCM on the left side, x will be the LCM. Over here we have 1x into 4x will become 4x square. 1 into 10 will become 10 is equal to 18. Upon further simplification of 4x square plus 10 is equal to 18x. Adjusting this one, 4x square minus 18x plus 10 equal to 0. However, we have 2x square minus 9x plus 5. Just divide the equation by 2. If you will divide this equation by 2, what will happen? Upon dividing this one, you will 4 over 2 is 2x square, minus 18 over 2 is minus 9, and 10 over 2 is 5. Now that is your required equation. Next is to solve this equation, 2x square minus 9x plus 5 is equal to 0. And for the solution, I am going to use quadratic formula, and that is x is equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, where this is a, this one 2, the coefficient of x square, this is b, the coefficient of x, and this one is c. Okay, now use them over here. It will be minus b, and b is minus 9, plus minus under root b square mean minus 9 square minus 4ac divided by 2 into a. That will be minus into minus will become minus into minus will become plus 9, plus minus 9 square is 81, 5 2 times 10, 10 4 times 40 over 4. That will give you 9 plus minus under root 81 minus 40 is 41 over 4. Now you are going to solve it first of all with 9 plus under root 41 over 4, and then 9 minus under root 41 over 4, once with the plus sign, once with the minus sign. Now what will be the values? Now you will get x over here. Now that will be 3.85, and over here you will get 0.65 as the solution for this part. The next part for this question number 5 is find the difference between the length and width of the rectangle. And as you know, the length is 2x and width is 5 over x. So the difference between length and width is 2x minus 5 by x. And you can further take LCM over here. If x is the LCM, then x into 2x is 2x square minus 1 into 5 is 5. Now you need to find the value for this expression when x is 3.85, as we have obtained the value for x in our previous part, and when x is 0.65. Okay, simply need to put the value of x equal to 3.85 over here. So the difference for length and width will be 2x square, and x, as you know, is 3.85 for this case, minus 5 over 3.85. That will be 6.40. However, in this case, 2x square, x is 0.65 square minus 5 over 0.65 using x equal to 0.65 in this expression, that will give you minus 6.40 for this part. Just one thing over here, I just missed a square over here. X square is 3.85 square. That's the solution. In question number 6, they have given us a universal set 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then we have been given a set A, which is a set of prime number. So let's complete our set from here. Okay, the prime number from this universal set are 2, mean the numbers having just 2 factors, then 3, then we have 5, then we have 7, then we have 11. Set of prime numbers. B is a set of even numbers. From this universal set, you can pick up even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Then we have C, which is a set of multiples of 5. So that will be 5 and 10, multiples of 5. Okay, first of all, writing the elements of all these subsets. Now you have to list the members of the subsets B intersection C. Now B intersection C, this this is B, this is C, B, C. Intersection mean you have to write the elements from B and C, the elements which are common, which are present in both B and C. And if you observe, 10 is present in C and 10 is present in B. So the answer for B intersection C will be 10. If, okay, that's it. The answer for B intersection C is 10. The next is, you have to write down the answer for A union B union C whole complement. No, complement of A union B union C mean universal set minus the answer for A union B union C. Well, first of all, you need to find A union B union C. A union B union C mean the elements of A, B and C are to be written in one set. Now A is 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. Union elements for B 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and elements for C are 5 and 10. Okay. So combine all of them. Your answer 2, 2. Okay, you need not to write this 2 twice, just write it once. Then we have 3. Okay, 3 is present over here, just write it down. 4, we have 4 over here, 5 over here, 6 over here, 7 over here, 8 over here, 9. We don't have 9. 2. Okay, we don't have 9 over here, we don't have 9 over here, we don't have 9. 9 is not over here. 10. Then we have 11, 10 over here, 11 over here, and then we have 12. So this is the answer for A union B union C. And if you want to find the complement, so that means simply cancel the elements of this A union B union C from universal set, or simply universal set minus the elements of A union B union C. Mean you need to cancel all those elements of A union B union C from universal set. Just start cancelling 2 and 2 will be cancelled. So this is universal set. So cancel the same elements in E and A union B union C. So that is complement. E minus A union B union C. You are basically excluding the elements of A union B union C from E. 3 and 3 because present in both universal as well as in A union B union C. So cancel it. Then you need to cancel 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, no, 10, 11, 12. Now what is left in E after subtracting the elements of A union B union C from E? What is left? 9. So the answer for this is 9. The answer for A union B union C whole complement. Now what will be the answer for A intersection B complement? Intersection mean common elements between A and B complement. First of all, need to find elements for B complement which are E minus B, where E is universal set and universal set is written over here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Universal set minus the elements of B. The B are 2, 4, 6. This is B, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Now cancel the same elements. 2, 4, 4, 6 from here, 6 from here, 8, 8, 10, 10, 12, 12. What is left in E? This is universal set. What is left over here? 3, 3. Then we have got 5, 7, 9, 11. Now this is the answer for B complement. So however, we need to find the answer for A intersection B complement. Now where is A? Over here. So A intersection B complement, first of all write the elements for A. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. Intersection B complement, this one 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Now the intersection mean you need to just write those elements which are present in both of them, over here as well as over here. 3 present in both of the sets, you just need to write it only once. Then we have 5 over here as well as over here. You need to write those elements which are present in both of the sets in intersection case, while in union you just need to write the element which is present in any of the sets. It need not to be present in all of them in case of union, whereas in case of intersection the element should be present in both of the sets. What about 7? 7 is over here, 7 is over here. Okay, what about 11? 11 is over here, 11 is over here. This is the answer for A intersection B complement. In part 2 for this question, they have said that a number Q is chosen at random from universal set E. Now find the probability that Q belongs to, this symbol is for belongs to A intersection B complement. First of all, A intersection B complement has the elements 3, 5, 7 and 11. Now you need to find the probability for basically Q belonging to A intersection B complement when chosen from universal set. Okay. Now what is probability? Probability of Q is basically number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. Okay. Now what are all favorable outcomes? That is basically Q that belongs to A intersection B complement, mean Q belongs to all of them, and they are 4 in number. So favorable outcomes are 4, while total number of outcomes, that is the number of elements in E, they are 11. If you will count them, they are 11. So answer will be 4 over 11. Now part B is X. X is 3 minus 1 of matrix 2 0, while Y is 2 2 minus 1 and 1. You need to find 2x plus y. Now 2 into x, write x over here 3 minus 1 2 0 plus y 2 2 minus 1 1. First of all, you need to multiply this. 2 will be multiplied with all these elements. 2 into 3 6, 2 into minus 1 minus 2, 2 into 2 4, 2 into 0 0 plus 2 2 minus 1 1. Just need the corresponding entries. 6 plus 2 8 minus 2 plus 2 0, 4 minus 1 3, 0 plus 1 1. So 8031 will be the answer. Third is y inverse. So I am going to solve it over here. Now y inverse is 1 over y determinant into adjoint of y. Okay, now what is y determinant? The y determinant is basically determinant of this, that is 2 2 minus 1 1, 2 2 minus 1 and 1, where you will multiply the entries of this principal diagonal 2 into 1 minus 1 into 2, minus 1 into 2. Okay, so that is 2 into 1 is 2, minus become plus, 1 into 2 is 2, so answer will be 4 for y determinant. Again I am repeating, for y determinant you need to multiply 2 into 1, this is principal diagonal, 2 into 1 2, minus 1 into 2, minus become plus, 1 into 2 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. What is adjoint? Okay, adjoint y is basically you need to change this entry, these entries of principal diagonal, mean 1 and 2 will be interchanged, while the sign of this one will be changed. This will become minus 2 and plus 1. It will become minus 2, it will become plus 1. These two will be interchanged over here and over here. Now the inverse for y is 1 over y determinant, mean 1 over 4 into adjoint 1 minus 2 1 2, and you can do it over here. 1 over 4 will be multiplied with 1, it will be 1 over 4. 1 over 4 into minus 2 is minus 2 over 4. Then 1 over 4 into 1 is 1 over 4, and 1 over 4 into 2 is 2 over 4, and you can simplify it further. Your answer will be 1 over 4, 1 over 4 minus 1 over 4 and 1 over 4. Now this is the answer for y determinant. Excuse me over here, I think it okay, it will be okay, pardon me for the mistake. 2 and 4 is 1 over 2, minus 2 over 4 is minus 1 over 2, 2 1 time 2, 2 2 time 4, 2 1 time 2, 2 2 time 4. So that is the answer. That is all regarding this video. Because length of video becomes very large, in order to cater that I have to upload the lesson in parts. So question number 17 11 will be in the part number 3. I will attach the link of this previous part with this one. I will link all of them, so keep watching. Thank you so much.